What's up, guys? Today I've got a tier 2 trampler build for you. So this means you made it out of a couple raids, you've progressed on the tech tree a decent amount, you've gotten through the tier 1 grind, and now you're ready for something bigger, badder, stronger. Alright, so starting off in the tech tree, we're going to come over on the blue section here. We're going to get this crew room, small engine, the other single crew room, the motor reactor. We're going to build this all on the middling chassis, specifically the hot dog version, not the hamburger one. Then we're going to get the wooden corridor as well. Moving to the yellow tech tree, we're going to grab this double cargo bay. Moving down to the green tech tree, we're going to grab all the way up to this ram, which includes the armor plate and this upgraded steering. And that will be everything you need for the tech tree. All right, coming over to blueprints, we're going to create a blueprint. All right, now that we've created a blueprint here, we're going to press tab. We are going to grab the middling chassis, which is a tier 2 chassis. And we're going to start off with the most important part of the whole trampler setup. It's going to be in essentials, and it's going to be this motor reactor here. So I like canting and side-facing all my reactors. I find a lot of people struggle with this, especially in PvP, compared to throwing it on the back, just like this. So I like protecting them a little bit more and having it just like this. So we're going to place the 2 squares in the direct middle of the chassis. Then we're going to come over here to crew and grab the 2 crew upgraded armored ones. So this is going to be 3,000 HP. We are then going to grab the captain's cabin, captain's compartments here. We're going to face it out, window facing out on the right side. So we want the door facing inwards. Then we're going to come over to utility. We're going to grab that double cargo we were talking about. We're going to flip it over. So 1 cargo door comes out in the middle here. Then we're going to do the exact same thing with another piece of cargo. So we want the 1 door coming out in the middle. Then we're going to grab that corridor, auxiliary corridor that we were talking about, and we're going to place that in the middle. And that is going to be the first floor of all the blocks you're going to place. Now, coming over to what will be the second floor, so we're going to place R here. We're going to grab our steering first, which is underneath essentials here, and we're going to grab that wheelhouse. We're going to tuck this back. Make sure not to bring it forward. Tucking this back here is optimal. Then we're going to go down to our combat over here. We're going to grab these corner turrets. I like the corner turrets a lot more than the forward-facing ones. I see that the arc of fire on the corners are greater than the forward-facing. They're just a better turret in general, in my opinion. Now, coming back a little bit, we are going to place a couple pieces of scaffolding here. So supporting frame here, supporting frame there. And coming back even further, we're going to go back to utility, grab the small engine from that tier 2 tech tree. We're going to put it right here. And then we're going to grab a essential crew compartment, just a tier 1. You can do the tier 2 if you'd like to, but I find that the armor on the tier 1 is sufficient for what we need it to be doing. We're going to come over to these decks again. Grab this no railings. Again, I am not a fan of railings. I think railings are one of the worst things in this game. They're super buggy, super glitchy, so I'm trying to get rid of all those with that placement. Coming up another floor, we're going to place 2 more corner turrets, but we're going to do a little bit weird here. I'll explain in a second why we're doing it like this. So we're going to place 2 face towards the right. Now coming down here to the armor section of what we're going to do, we're going to grab, if I could find it, we're going to try and find it. Here it is, underneath combat. We're going to grab the battling ram, and we're going to stick it on the left side, okay? Then we're going to grab our utility here. We're going to grab these armor plates, and we're going to stick that 1 on the right side of that battering ram. Come over here, put 2 over here, and then come into the back section and put 1 on the back of the reactor. We are also going to grab our essentials here. We're going to grab another entrance area. I like having them first floor. I really like pairing them with the crew cabins because it gives you a couple extra door connections there. It makes it harder for people to get through. Go through all of our connections real fast. We're going to come in, make sure that all these are doors. I like all of these to be doors. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 doors to captains here through the entrance area. It is only 2 from up top, but that's okay. We want these 2 areas here. We want one from the reactor, and we want one in the corridor, just so in case somebody's camping one, you could get up on the other one. And then that should be all the connections we need to be doing. All right, to explain this build and how I've been using it, to go through it real fast, you're going to want to face more to what will be your right? So if the enemy is right in front of us, we want to face a little bit more to the right over here and use all of this armor that it takes to get through to the reactor in the back. So this is 8,000 HP on the RAM, 7,000 for each compartment, and the way that these are like angled, right, is going to be 7,000 for this one and 7,000 for this one. So they're ideally going to have to break through both of those. Then there's another 1,000 HP underneath that, and then you get into the reactor, which is 10,000 HP. So out of all practicality, if you're facing this correctly and they're just shooting straight into your ship, it's about 20 shots, give or take a couple, threading armor or whatever may have you. It's about 20 shots to start doing damage on reactor. In a trios match, that's plenty of time to either do more damage to them, shoot them off their cannon, recover, whatever you need to do. I like this armored cabin, so you can't get shot off of it. It'll take a couple shots for you. And then even if they get what is technically your weak side, as long as you're sort of positioning forward, right, you have 2,000 HP here effectively, another 7,000, then here's 5,500 HP. So you've got a decent amount for them to get to your reactor. The most important thing is to protect this left side. If you leave this left side open, it's going to die, but in any build, there will be a weakness, especially with how the reactors are coded into this game. So you just got to be mindful of your weakness and play to your strength a little bit more. What I recommend doing is 2 80s up top, a 40 down here on the bottom right, and then a 70 over here. You could use the 70 offensively or defensively. You could smoke them offensively and push up on them. You can smoke them defensively and stay with the 80s and pluck at them. But essentially what you want to do is just keep it canted. All right, that's all I have for the build. This is my tier 2 build using only tier 2 parts. If you enjoyed this, give me a like, a comment, and subscription. If you'd like to see more builds, tell me exactly which build you'd like to see, and I'll get that video out to you guys. I'll see you in the next one. See you!